Eissinga with his wife and their 4 children. I say living room, of course we can see the bed, so this is also the bedroom. Parents used to sleep in here, and below them would be a little drawer that could be extended, and the kids would sleep in there. So it was bedroom, living room, and behind you can also see the furnace where the meals were cooked. So they lived in this space. They slept here, they ate here, so they did everything. And then in 1774, Eisen decided he was going to build something in the ceiling, planetary. He wanted to build this because he wanted to educate the people of the city who got very scared when they found a pamphlet written by a priest. It's going to be Armageddon because there was going to be a lot of planets in line, and the gravity of those planets combined would pull the Earth out of its orbit, and it would either fling it into the sun or out into the universe, and we would all die. And he did so by building this scale model of the solar system. And he used the scale of 1 to a trillion, possibly. 1 millimeter on the ceiling in reality is 1 million kilometers. We can see the sun in the center. You can see it drawn there. Then there's circles around it, and every circle has a planet coming out of the ceiling with a little stick. So here we have the planet Mercury, the closest to the sun, and Mercury makes one revolution in 88 days. So it takes 88 days for Mercury to do so here in the ceiling as well. And right next to that we have Venus. Venus takes 224 days. The third planet is the Earth, that's us. And the Earth has a very small moon attached to it, and that moon also turns just as the real moon does. So this small moon goes around the small Earth in about a month. Then on the other side here we have Mars. And Mars takes almost 2 years for one revolution. Then there's a whole stretch of nothing, all blue, and then we get to Jupiter, largest planet in our solar system, so big that the Earth would fit in it 1,300 times. Jupiter has 4 moons that are attached to it. Nowadays we know there are very many more moons, but Eissinga didn't have telescopes as good as we do today, so he only knew about 4. Jupiter turns very slowly because it takes, it says so right here in Dutch, but in English translated it says 1 year at Jupiter is at ours 11 years and 315 1/3 days. And then there's Saturn, which is hanging here, very famous planet with the rings, and Saturn takes 29.5 years to make 1 lap, so also takes 29.5 years for it to make 1 full circle around this ceiling. The last time it was here was 1993, and in about a year it will have moved to roughly this spot. So how do we know that this is the way the planets are right now? Well, it's very simple. We can check the date, and to check the date all we have to do is we have to draw a line from the Earth through the Sun to the side, and then we get to our date pointer, and our date pointer says it's January, and right here you can see that it's number 13. Now if the date is correct, we're probably quite close to where the planet should be, because it's Saturday today, so this pointer tells us the day of the week, and it even has a little window for the year. Now this 2024, that's the only part of paint on the ceiling that isn't from Eissinga's time. Fair disclaimer. Upstairs here there's one wooden board, and it has 22 years on it. And Eissinga writes down in the manual how to fix it, because he hands the planetarium over to his sons when he retires. So he writes a manual how to maintain it, how to perform upkeep. 1. Take the board down from the attic. 2. Sand the numbers down so the board gets nice and smooth again. Number 3. Paint the new years onto the board. Number 4. Let the paint dry. And number 5. Put the board back in the attic. That's all we have to do every 22 years. So we don't have to do much. All we have to do is maintain the weights, pull them up every now and again. Every 22 years we get to do the year board. And that's about it.
Вот это грузы, которые медленно спускались. Весь этот механизм приводит в действие.